Good morning. Welcome to Mornings with Patty. I'm reading from Hope for Today, May 24th, on gossip and criticism. I found many helpful statements in my readings over the years, but the one that has helped me the most is, let there be no gossip or criticism of one another. When I take this thought and apply it to all the people I know, I stay more focused on my life, my responsibilities, and myself. As a result, I have more loving relationships with my family and friends. In setting some boundaries for myself, I have decided that I will no longer hold a conversation with someone who isn't physically present in the same room. News bulletins, such as my brother buying a new home or my sister returning to school, are allowed. Still, I don't permit myself to judge their decisions or speculate about their motives or the outcomes of their choices. My mother caught on quickly to this notion. Now we discuss our feelings about subjects applying only to us. When I was seriously ill, we talked about death and dying. Now that I'm well, we'll speak of our higher power, beautiful family memories, and our hopes and dreams for the future. Refraining from gossip and criticism keeps me focused on myself and firmly established in reality. I like that much more than bemoaning the fates of my family members and friends. Whatever I concentrate on will become central to my life. Not only do we avoid focusing on ourselves when we gossip, but our disrespect for others reinforces self-defeating attitudes about relationships. And that's really what gossip and criticism is, isn't it? Disrespect for others. I have been the one who gossiped and criticized and judged. And I have done it in a big way. I've done it in smaller ways. In the end, what it does is create division. It creates havoc. It creates chaos. It creates non-unity. It pushes love right out of the picture. And who has not been the subject and the topic and the target of gossip and criticism? And it just doesn't feel good. But we stay in this habitual way of being because it makes us feel better about ourselves. We get to put somebody else down to see and show how much better we are than other people by our gossip, by our criticism. We find sides, and you say, can you believe that person? Can you believe what she did? Oh my God. And then somebody says, oh yeah, and she did this too. Oh my God. And so now you have a narrative about this person. And it's so unloving. Why is it any of your business? How is it impacting you? When it's time, go to that person and say, hey, listen, I'm having a problem. And when that person shares that problem with you, for God's sake, just listen. Don't push back. Don't defend yourself. Just listen to what they have to say. Because if you come back like this, you come back and say, oh no, I meant da, 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 da. What that means is that they don't want to share with you. They don't want to give you, because you're not going to hear them anyway. So what will happen? They'll go find somebody who will listen to them. And they're going to say, oh, you're right, she's a bitch, or whatever the narrative is that you have. So I'm asking you, if you have a problem with somebody, you don't know how to deal with it, go to somebody you trust that can hold space for you and say, listen, I'm struggling with this. Can you help me with it? And allow them to offer their perspective. However, don't go out and share that information with other people. Because a lot of people don't know how to keep their mouth shut. A lot of people don't know how to hold space. I have a friend who just wrote a book that I just referred to it earlier, and it's just the shut the fuck up method, which was inspired by a group of people who live in a culture of fear, who work in a culture of fear. And in this culture of fear, there is no love. I guarantee it. And to me, that's my work, is to bring as much love as possible to whatever situation I am, when I'm conscious of it. I'm not good at all of it all the time. I just want you to be clear about that. But it is a practice, just like everything else is. So today and every day, set a boundary with yourself. And if you find yourself talking about somebody and their decisions and their motives, and they're not in that room, you know that's your cue to shut the fuck up. That's your cue to say, I'm stopping it here. And if somebody comes to you and starts sharing and say, that's not mine to share. That's one way to say. Or, the person isn't here. I don't talk about people when they're not here. So try that, follow me, subscribe, and see if that will be helpful for you. And watch how your life starts shifting just little by little, where people will actually want to be around you because you have their back. I love you, thank you, and enjoy your day, and keep the practice up.